solo version. Trying to do by myself.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Quick announcement. We are going to get rolling. If you are not familiar with what's going on today, we have a very special service. We have two ministerial candidates that we are in the final phases of selecting, and one of them is Matthew Laughton, who is going to be here today. Matthew has designed the entire service, so it may be a little different than what you're used to, just giving you a heads up on that. And also next week will be different with William, so we get to see both of them. And we have evaluation forms. We would love for you to use the QR code here on your phone. It's a very simple form to fill out after the service. And there's also a Q&A that we can stay for after to ask Matthew questions and fill that out. If you don't have a phone and want to fill the form, just raise your hand, and we have some paper forms, but the digital ones are much easier for us to sift through. So if you can, use the digital form. And without further ado, where is Mr. Dan Pebbles?
That's a hard act to follow, always. Anyway, I'm the chair of our search committee, and we'd like to welcome everybody here for this evaluation. It's a very important time in our history and our future, and so we're delighted to be able to listen to Matthew today and William next Sunday, and we encourage everyone to get the QR code up there on your phone so you can evaluate the candidate. Or we have hard copies of this if you don't like the QR process. We have hard copies, and my partner Mary is back there with. So if you want to raise your hand and get a copy now, you can. Otherwise, there will be a set of these on the back table for you to pick up at some point during the program or after the Q&A. And after the Q&A, we'll collect all of the hard copy forms, and we'll move on from that. But the Q&A will occur right after the short coffee break at the end of the program. So it'll kind of be like we've been doing with the question and answer period after the meal, if you will. And so we encourage everybody to participate. And without further ado, I'd like to bring, I guess, Soul Shine to the party.
Can I say one more thing? Sorry, I've noticed sitting behind you guys that some of you are having a hard time if you haven't used a QR code before. What you do is you point it at the screen, and then there's a little notice on the bottom right of your picture screen that would say, read the text, or a yellow bar that says, go to this website. That's how you actually get to it.
Okay.
That's why we have hard copies as well. But you young people out there, I know you don't have any problem with that. I don't think I qualify anymore, but I'd like to introduce Soul Shine. They're going to start our program for the day. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Eric.
Everything's a little bit flipped upside down and back to front and whatever, but that's okay. We're rolling with it because that's what we do.
But one thing's still the same. We sing from our feet.
That's right. We don't sing from our seats. We sing from our feet. And please, as they say in the movie theaters, silence your cell phones.
And follow along. The words will be on the screen for this one.
Words. Yep.
Is it
Words are on the screen.
tune?
And Miss Donna B is gonna lead us in this. Take it away, Donna.
You are the heart, you are the You are the
Please
heart.
sing with us.
You are the heart. You are
The heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world.
We are.
We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth. And who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world.
I am.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth. And who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. It's a blessing to the world. It's a blessing to the world. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. 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 Oh, I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should, 'cause the scripture told me. It said, you gotta be good. But now I love 'cause I want to. Now I love 'cause I'm free. Blinded by the Spirit, yeah. 'Cause the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. 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 Oh.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Matthew Laughton, and I will be not only the host, but also the speaker today. So I'm excited to be here. This is my first time to be actually the MC up here, but I have spoken before, so at least I got that going for me. Now, you'll have to excuse, I'm going to have a fair amount of notes because this is a lot of detail to remember. But looking forward to doing all of this. So, Kevin, do we have the mission statement? There we go. So let's do our vision statement. We are a community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. Thank you. At least we got the intention set now. I want to point out the chair. This has been the chair of remembrance. So for those people that aren't able to attend or have passed on that we'd like to remember, we can honor them by being here. Now, if you want them to sit with you too, that's fine. But if you just say, well, that's close enough, then okay, fine. We can put them over there. Want to do a land acknowledgement for the Warm Springs, Wasco, Paiute, and Klamath tribes who have done a good job of taking care of the land. And may we be able to keep the land, well, think about it as holy land. May we be the stewards that we need to be moving forward. Let's do the volunteer appreciation. Sound guys, I really appreciate you. Now if I can see everybody. So I've got Chris, I've got Kevin, I've got Laurel, and I've got Nico back there. So thank you guys. And we've got Soul Shine, of course. They've been doing a wonderful job. Dave and Eric. All right. Donna, yep. And let's see, do we have, birthday song. So this is a tradition that actually I started here. So we did this at Unity of Walnut Creek, California. It was having the birthday song sung for all those that have birthdays in a particular month. And as timing would have it, I suggested to Reverend Jane that maybe we should do this as a tradition, and it just happened to be the month of December when we first moved into this building, and she said, "Oh, this is my birthday month." So timing is everything, and we have been doing this ever since. So all those that have November birthdays, please stand up. We want to recognize you all.
November.
All right. Now keep standing and let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. All right, time for celebrations. Do I have some kids who would love to be some mic runners for me? Oh, see one over there? Come on up. All right, got you two. Why don't you take that one? You take that one. Pick a side of the crowd. All right, who wants to say something?
Great life today. Things have been very difficult for me because of decisions I've made in the past. And coming here and working on myself, today life is really wonderful. And a lot of it has to do with the people here in this room.
Good. Thank you.
Hi. Hello. Hey, everyone. I just want to give a big thanks to the Unity community for nominating and awarding Changing Patterns, the last quarterly donation. Frank and I really appreciate that, and it's going to a really good cause, as you guys know. We're also celebrating, we were awarded a community capacity building funds for this next 18 months, which are going to help us pay some salary for the health-related social needs Medicaid waiver pilot program. And also I wanted to celebrate a nice long trip over to New Jersey for my soon-to-be wife's good friend's wedding, and then we got to spend some time in Portugal, Morocco, and Spain, and we just had a really, really great time. And happy to be back in the nice fall weather here in Central Oregon. So thanks, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, I want to celebrate the Ministerial Search Committee. They have been working so hard for so many months to come to this point. And I want to shout out to Dan Pebbles and Mary Faye and Sarah Jones for the work they have done. Thank you for that.
Go ahead.
I'm celebrating my mom and dad for waking me up at 4 a.m. in the morning 2 weeks ago for a surprise to fly all the way to California, Los Angeles, to go to like 4 theme parks. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really fun. So thanks.
All right.
I'm celebrating in what's last month? In October, my sister Phoenix turned 6.
All right.
I'd like to celebrate the great events that Unity puts on. Just last week, Jai Uttal was here, and I got super high on kirtans with him. That was a beautiful event. And just yesterday, Rita did a beautiful Reiki 1 class for some of us. So it's really cool what you guys put on, and it's been wonderful to find this and start participating in some cool stuff that my soul has been seeking for a long time. So thank you.
Thank you.
I want to celebrate the helpers. I think of Mr. Rogers, to say always look for the helpers, and especially right now when food insecurity is at the forefront of a lot of people's mind. I know that there are a ton of people in this room right now who have donated, who have given, who have taken care of their neighbors, and even in the nation and in the world. And I want to celebrate all the people who are giving even if their resources are small. So thank you for giving and for loving and for being that light and that helper in this world.
I just want to celebrate the love that happens in this community. My daughter and I have been absolutely blessed with all of the support and kindness. It's been amazing and life-giving through all this, and so I'm just incredibly grateful. The Women's Drum Circle, if you were there yesterday, thank you for that as well. I'm not very good at technology, so I don't know how to go online and thank people for donations and things like that. But yeah, I'm just so grateful. So thank you for holding my daughter and I through this.
We have one more. We have one more.
I'm celebrating that my mom got a new job.
All right. Thank you. All right, bring them. Oh,
One
you wanna
more.
say one?
I
Oh,
just,
okay.
I want
Since
to
it's you.
be thankful and celebrate for these gorgeous flower arrangements. I think Pam might be, no? Well, whoever's behind these wonderful fall flowers and that amazing altar up there with all the crystals. So whoever is doing that,
That's Ayla.
Oh, okay. It's gorgeous. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you very much. So one of the things, Sarah and I, we ended up taking a 6-month RV trip across America. And when we were traveling, we decided to stop in at Unity churches all across the nation. And one of the things that really stood out to me, as different as the services were, there were 2 things that were consistent. One was the reading of the Daily Word, which is a publication that Unity puts out. If you haven't seen this, probably something worth noting. And the other thing was the singing of the peace song. Those are the 2 traditions that were very consistent all the way across the country. Those are the 2 things that we don't do here. So I'd like to bring it back. So Ayla, would you come up and do the reading of the Daily Word for us?
Thank you.
Oh, and let me give you platform 2. There you go.
Never alone. I am never alone, for God and I are one. There are times when I may feel alone or afraid. When I am in a state of fear, I may not be able to see the resources available to me. In these times, I turn within to the presence of Spirit. I pause and take in a gentle breath. Slowly exhaling, I let go of all concerns. Remembering God's presence in my life clears my mind. I am able to feel the love of Spirit when I affirm, I am one with God. As I recognize that I am never alone, I begin to open my mind to God's good. The truth is that infinite possibilities are available to me in every moment. I rest in the assurance that I am an integral part of God's family. All manner of support is available to me from my friends, family, and of course from Spirit. I remain steadfast in the truth that wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Oh, wait, too far. So Joanne kind of stole my thunder a little bit, but yes, this is Ayla. She was the one who did all the wonderful crystal display up here. A lot of it is actually for sale, right? That you could. So if you're interested in some of the crystals, don't take my amethyst, though. I brought that. I like my amethyst. But otherwise, yeah, you might want to talk to her afterwards. It's a gorgeous display. I'm really happy to have the crystals and love the energy of it. All right, kids blessing. Can we have the kids come up? All right, that's what I like. Seeing a whole bunch of them. Sonia, you're in charge? You're not in charge. Who's in charge?
Ilana.
Platform 2.
Ilana's in charge.
Well, is she here?
I don't know. We could just go ahead and do it.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do the blessing of the children. We appreciate the holy gifts you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. All right. I'll take the mic. There you are. Well, good. I'm glad we got the teacher here. All right, announcement time. Yeah, don't forget that. Give me really high ratings, please. Assisted listening. If anybody has some problems hearing, we do have an audio app that we can go ahead and you can download and get it on for that. Let's see, I'll go ahead and take control if I can. Maybe, maybe not. All right, weekly and monthly classes, Sacred Sound. So we've got tonight, it's Donna and Sean Peppers, if I remember right, that are doing it. So 6 o'clock. If you haven't been to the sound bath, it's really relaxing, very relaxing. It's a great way to start off your week. So highly encourage you to do that. Men's group, where are the men? Men, come on. Runts, please. 6 o'clock, we got a meeting here in the sanctuary, right, Eric? Okay. There's usually an AA meeting going on out in the foyer, so if you get lost, enjoy the meeting, I guess, there, but we're actually meeting in here. All Levels Yoga, Tuesday night at 9 a.m. And, oh, no, yeah, Tuesday morning, sorry. Let's Get Metaphysical with Jim and Joanne Pasmore. That's at 10:30 on Tuesday. Wednesday evening service. William, where's William? He's got to be here. He didn't make it? Oh, man. All right, well, he'll be taking care of the service along with Ezekiel, right? Where's Ezekiel? Oh, he's with the kids? Okay, well, I keep trying to include everybody. All right. Yes, 50K to light the way. William and I are very interested in this whole program here. You can double your contributions to the minister, the new minister, because we do have a 25K match. So please take advantage of that. And yeah, I usually scan that QR code now because unfortunately it doesn't show up later. So just saying. I don't know why it's not advancing. There you go. Okay, this event is coming up this Saturday. This is a big event. Do we have, yeah, Leah, you want to come up and talk about this? Because this is, let's see, Platform 2.
Thank you. So that's a typo on the slide. It's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is going to be a really fun community event. A-Level will be one of our vendors there. This is many events in one. So we have a silent auction, a raffle with your entry. We have a maker's market, so there will be a lot of wonderful things for your holiday shopping, and all of the proceeds go to our 50K to Light the Way campaign. And I am still looking for volunteers, particularly during the event, and volunteers do get in free. So hope to see you there.
All right. Thank you. And we've got an evening with Don Miguel Ruiz. This is actually going to be a great event. Do we still have tickets available for this? Does anybody know? Yes? Okay, good. It's not too late. You can still do it. I would love to attend this myself. So November 4th, 6:30 p.m., $40 for the tickets. And the Kubotas are hosting a potluck. I love potlucks. Anybody who's in the Divine Healers knows I love potlucks. We've been having potlucks since 2018 every month. Yeah, 6 p.m. November 10th at the Kubotas. Kevin, did you want to say anything, or Claire? No?
Just RSVP. So we have 6 spots open, and you just RSVP online.
All right, 6 spots available.
Open to anybody.
Open to anybody.
Rather than just newcomers, we decided to open up to anyone in the community.
Okay, excellent. Let's go on. And my favorite announcement. So, the 33rd annual Bend Healers Fair, which I'm in charge of. So, this event started out with Reverend Eileen Locke. She ran it for 30 years in the community. It was designed to be a canned food drive for neighbor impact. So obviously with all the political stuff going on right now and the funds getting cut for a lot of organizations, this becomes even more important. But Eileen wanted to go ahead and have the opportunity for families in the neighborhood to actually have a good Thanksgiving dinner. That was her focus with everything. And so we went ahead and she would bring healers together and they would do healing for the cans of food that people would donate. It was the 31st year that Gary Wassenaar, he was one of the healers with the group there, and he was my co-founder with the Divine Healers back in 2018. He went to go find out what Eileen was doing for that 31st year, and she said, I've done it for 30 years. I feel complete. And he was like, what? He loved doing it and was really disappointed, came back. We started talking about it, and I said, Gary, anything that's been going on for 30 years in the realms of healing, I mean, this is a tradition worth keeping going, right? So why don't you go talk to Eileen and see if we can take it over as an event? And so he said, yeah, why didn't I think of that? And he took off and came back an hour later and said, she said, yes. So we've been doing it for the last 3 years. And this is the Divine Healers' largest event of the year. It'll be a completely different format. How many people have been to my Divine Healer events at some point? All right. Excellent. So you know that we normally circle up and start pretty sharp at 2 o'clock. And, basically I have intros for about 15 minutes, meditation, and then we split up and we go off to sign up with all the different healers. This is going to be a very different event in that it's going on from 10 to 4:30, so it's all day long. So come when you can, but understand that you're signing up, and we'll just have to work you in, right? But it's all day long. We're not circling back like we normally do, but bring cans of food, bring money. We do have raffle tickets. A lot of the healers will have different things that we can raffle off, and yeah. This will be going on all day. We have 21 healers signed up. Normally I have about 6 to 8. So much bigger event. This whole place will be packed. So please come. That's coming up in 2 weeks. Plenty of more good stuff online. And do we still have some calendars out in the foyer there? Yeah, so we can also pick up some calendars there. All right. Have any other slides, or is that it? That's it? Okay, great. Good. Oh, not too bad on timing. Gee. I'm looking at the clock, and they said, well, time check is supposed to be 10:25, and I'm only a few minutes off, so I'm doing pretty good for the first time I'm running this thing. What, Robin? We are? Oh, we are a wild soul sanctuary. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, really. How did I do that? It didn't get on here. Sorry about that. All right. Now I'm switching things up a little bit here. I want to welcome the new people. So how many people are new today? All right. Is anybody brave enough to say hi? I've got mics. I'll still got one person. All right. Let's see. Go with platform 2. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Becky Howlett. I'm actually from Unity of Lawrence, and forgive me, I'm recovering from losing my voice. Similar to Matthew, I'm kind of on a spiritual pilgrimage. I'm walking the ministerial path in Unity. I gave up my home, my possessions, and temporarily rehome my beloved kitty cats, and I'll be traveling around visiting different Unity congregations and learning from you all. So it's a pleasure to be with you, and I look forward to meeting and connecting with more of you and engaging in your events.
Great. Can I ask you one more question? Is there anything you need from this, or would like, or need to know something.
Oh, I would just love to connect with you all, especially as I'm at this juncture. I'm really just open and in a state of curiosity about what it is that people are really looking for and needing in their spiritual practices and spiritual community. So please come talk to me.
All right. Thank you. Anybody else? Everybody's pointing over at you. Squeeze on through. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Sally Scott, and I'm new to the area. I moved here a few months ago, and I was really pleased to see this community here. I had no idea. So very excited to be here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. And is there anything that we can do to connect here?
I don't know. I have never been to a Unity church, so this is all new to me, and I'm just excited that it seems like it's right in line with what I've been practicing, and I didn't know this is what happened here. Yay!
There's probably a few other people thinking the same thing since I'm changing up the service so much, but all right. Anybody else? Any other brave souls? Okay. That's crowd 2. Here, let me swap mics.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, there you
Woohoo! My name's Misty. I will actually be one of your healers at the 33rd event. Had the opportunity to meet Matthew, and so we're really here in support of you today.
Oh, thank you.
So in your process, but nice to meet you guys, and I'll see you soon.
Is there anything we can do for you?
I think just having us feels like enough. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Any other brave souls? Are we good? All right. So turn these off. Good. So you probably noticed I started asking questions about what can we do for you. This is about building community here. We need to be able to make the connections. Reverend Jane was really good about connecting people together, but since she hasn't been here, it hasn't been quite as smooth. Let's just put it that way. And this is something that I think is really important. We need to be able to connect. If there's kids that want to learn how to go fishing or something, there's probably a few people that like to fish. Right, Dan? You know, if you're moving into town, you probably got a bunch of questions, well, where's the grocery store, where's a good restaurant, Anybody make a good recommendation for a Vietnamese restaurant? Sure, I got plenty of restaurant recommendations around town. So I want to be able to connect people and talk to people a little bit more. And one of the things, and this has been more of a time saver issue, I know, but we need to greet our neighbors. You need to talk to people. So everybody, say hi and meet some of these new people. Get up, move around. Hey, Dan.
Oh, excuse me.
You'll be up next.
Hello. I had to get her
Next.
I love that. How fun. What dances when the weather changes? So.
All right. How you doing? Good to see you. Well. Hello, welcome.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to meet you. Welcome. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, Sarah. Yep. Okay, all right. We probably ought to head back to our seats. I know we could talk all day. I certainly could. All right. So one of the other practices that we've had that has kind of gone by the wayside that I always appreciated having was the Souls on Fire. And we're going to have Elaine Cornick up here. And let me give the little intro thing. So Elaine Cornick has been a member with Unity for about 10 years now. She's been on a spiritual path since 1975. Her path has included 35 years of working with energy in many ways, including helping people do energetic inner belief change, work to create new realities. So today she'll be sharing her personal and recent experiences that she calls breadcrumbs on the trail. So please welcome Elaine Cornick.
I need to sit over the top of it and have you see me. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. Really glad to be here and share this experience with you. And can you all hear? Oh, there. Can you all hear me okay? Yes. All right. I have to remember this. So I had an experience a couple weeks ago, and for years I've been feeling stuck and kind of in an impasse, wrestling with a block in my life in a particular arena, and it felt like a double bind. Two opposing values or beliefs that were just in conflict with each other. Push on one thing and then the other one comes up and stops it. You maybe know that feeling. It's like being in a car and pushing on the gas pedal and the brake at the same time. And it just gets more intense, and the car shakes, but nothing really moves, right? So that's what's been going on for me in that way. And so a week or so ago, I was really what I call in the soup, really in the washing machine of life with this thing. It was really bugging me. I was feeling the intensity. And you know that the universe is made up of energy, right? And our thoughts and our beliefs are one way that we can work with energy to create our lives. So I used a belief change process that I've used for years to shift my stuckness. And I wound up with a major realignment that felt kind of like magic or a miracle. And here's how it unfolded for me. One of my mentors identified some inner conflicting beliefs that she saw me struggling with. And when she said that, it really landed in me. It was like, oh, I felt the truth of it, and I also felt how much I did not want that to be true, right? I've been trying to wiggle out of it for a long time. So that put me into a very uncomfortable, very intense process of trying to work through it and to reframe a new belief that would work for me. I just kept working with that in a lot of different ways, and how to bring these opposing elements together and integrate them. Finally had an inspiration and created a new belief statement that brought them together and did that. And I felt this huge energy shift. I mean, it was like all the way down through my woof, and an inner alignment and a feeling of coherence. And it was like my whole system just went, and I felt much more aliveness, really, really fully alive and here, really grounded in my body. It was just in joy. So I'd been sitting in my recliner chair in the living room doing this work. And after that release, I got up out of my chair and went into the kitchen. And then when I came back to the living room, here's what I saw on the carpet about 2 feet in front of my chair. Yep, thank you, Kevin. Can you barely see that? Anybody, can you see what it is? I don't know if you can expand it or not. Okay, Okay, so it's a Cheerio, not an actual breadcrumb. If it had been an actual breadcrumb, I probably wouldn't have even seen it. I would have stepped on it, right? And trust me, that was not there before I got up out of my chair to go to the kitchen. It hadn't been there all morning. And I don't eat Cheerios. Haven't had them in forever. So it wasn't something I just dropped accidentally, okay? So this showed up out of nowhere, out of thin air, as we say. And at first I could hardly, it was kind of like, huh, what's that? My mind was just not making sense out of this, right? And then I realized I've often talked about breadcrumbs on the trail in terms of our personal journeys, how this looks. So, okay, so we have Cheerios instead. I figure that Spirit has a sense of humor. And I took it as a symbol, a sign from Spirit, a thumbs up, if you will, that energetic belief shift that I'd made was on the trail. So to me, it's an expression of magic or a miracle. With this next slide, Kevin, please. A miracle is not the suspension of natural law. A miracle is the operation of a higher law. I read that quote years ago, and I've loved it. In the past week, since all that, that new belief and that whole new framework internally have just been unfolding in all kinds of surprising and fun manifestations. And it's an example of how when we make the inner change, our outer world automatically changes to reflect that. We know that teaching, right? This was living an example of it. It's all about shifting our consciousness and changing our beliefs to shift our energetic architecture or our energetic infrastructure, if you will, can be a key to that. So I offer work here that I call untangling your inner tangles. And it's one effective way to do this. If you're curious, you can talk to me after the service or pick up a flyer out in the lobby or contact me later. I'd love to talk to you. And I just say one thing, to finish is like, Cheerio. May we all have Cheerios.
If God had a name, what would it be? And would you call it to his face? If you were faced with him in all his glory, what would you ask if you had just one question? Yeah, God is great. Yeah, God is good. Yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. Yeah, if you know it, feel free to sing. If God had a face, what would it look like, and would you want to see? If seeing meant that you would have to believe, in things like heaven and in Jesus and the saints and all the prophets. Yeah, yeah, God is great. Yeah, yeah, God is good. Yeah, 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 yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus trying to make his way home. Just trying to make his way home. Back up to heaven all alone. Nobody calling on the phone, except for the Pope maybe in Rome. And yeah, yeah, God is great. Yeah, yeah, God is good. Yeah, 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 yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on a bus trying to make his way home. Just trying to make his way home. Like a holy rolling stone. Back up to heaven all alone. Trying to make his way home. Nobody calling on the phone, except for the Pope maybe in Rome.
You're almost there.
Oh, sorry.
Flirting with the lady.
Wow.
All right, Eric, I got to give you the mic because you knew I had to ask you some questions at some point.
Oh, jeez. I have no idea what those questions are.
I know. Platform 2. Oops, where did the remote? I don't know if that's... Kevin, can we get my slide up?
You know I'm not going to be able to see that right now.
I do. That's exactly why I needed to have you, of all people, be involved in this talk. There's an elephant on the screen. Do you have any concept of what an elephant is?
I know you eat one bite at a time, but I don't. Actually, I kind of do because I had little toys that were obviously small versions of an elephant, but then I went to a circus at one point through the Braille Institute, and we actually got to pet an elephant.
Really?
And so that was kind of cool.
That would be. All right, so you just totally ruined my sermon here. But
Hey, you know what? That's what happens when you don't bring the questions before the person, before you ask.
Yeah, but see, I know you well enough that if I had said, do you know what an elephant is? And you said no, the
But
first
I'm gonna
thing you would have
find out
done was
real
say, hey Siri, what's an elephant? And then it would have described an African elephant, and I want to talk about an Indian elephant, so then it would have been 20% larger, and that would have just ruined everything.
Yeah, well.
Okay, well, I thought it would be kind of fun to actually bring in an elephant, and I actually checked into this.
Oh.
So it turns out that it's $18,000 to start the conversation with an organization down out of LA. Where else would you find an elephant? And then you would have to pay for all the transportation costs, the people that were involved, all the hotels and stuff. I'm assuming that the elephant didn't stay in the hotel room. But I'm sure that would have been a lot more expensive. But I figured Eric Moyerman, our CFO, would probably balk at this idea. Now, would it have been the craziest idea you've heard since you've been here?
You could just put a big dog in an elephant costume.
Yeah.
You know, I'm blind. I'm not stupid.
It would have been fun, but I couldn't figure out how to get it through the doors. You got the metal barrier in between. It just wouldn't have worked. And Dan probably would have thrown a fit if I had actually managed to get it in the door and said, "All right, who's doing the carpet cleaning now? Come on." We don't even allow drinks in here. Now I've got this elephant dumping out here. All right, let's see. Is this ever going to work? This isn't going to work. All right, Kevin just advanced the slide for me. Okay, yeah, there we go. So here's Mom and Dad. They were, this is actually circa probably 1993, so Dad would have been, 53, I guess, at that point. They decided to become part of the Peace Corps back in the early 60s, and they decided to go to India. So being in India for a time, of course, I ended up growing up with stories about India. And of course, the most famous one was not about eating the elephant. All the vegans and the vegetarians are really happy, right? And we're not going to be talking about that here. It was about the blind men and the elephant. Now, how many people have heard that story? All right, so I've only got about a little less than half, actually, so that's perfect. So, good. It'll be a new story then for most of you. So, so as the story goes, and I didn't realize initially that it was a political scenario. And I assumed that it was Hindu, but actually it has Buddhist origins, although the Hindus like it, and the Jains like it, and the Sufis like it. So there's plenty of variations of this story that happen. But the context was actually political. There was a local ruler, and he had his wise men who were discussing various subjects, and he just wanted some good advice. I mean, that's all he really wanted, so that he could make a decision and rule accordingly. But they were arguing. They were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, each really stuck in their particular position and not bending at all in their perspectives of things. So he decided to create an object lesson, and he yelled to his servants, and he called and said, "Bring in an elephant into this room, and go find 5 blind men and bring them into the room." Now, being a political context, they went out and quickly found a communist and a socialist and a Democrat and a Republican and no, okay. No, those parties didn't exist back then. This was, 2,500 years ago when this originally happened. So, all right. Boy, and I didn't mention this earlier. I was supposed to mention this part. So most of you know that my profession has primarily been in technology. I do a lot of healing work too, but it's been in technology. So, been a Microsoft certified trainer. And I got to say, my favorite command on the computer is Control-Z, which is undo. Command-Z on a Mac, but undo. So I'm going to say Control-Z on the whole political part of the story here. So he found completely nonpartisan blind people and brought them in, and he said, "Okay, explain the elephant to me." And one went up to the leg and started reaching around it. Now, the leg is about 45 centimeters or 18 inches in size, and it started feeling this leg, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's a tree. It's like a tree. That's what this is. It's like a tree. All right, fine. Next blind man goes up and starts feeling the side of the elephant. Well, this is pretty broad. And he can't reach up high enough to get to the top of it, and he's kind of going along the side and still feeling it, and he's like, it's a wall. It feels like a wall. What are you talking about it being a tree? There's nothing here. It's a wall. The next blind man goes up and grabs the tail. So it's about 1.2 meters or 4 feet in length. And he's feeling the thing, and it's like, what are you talking about? It's like a rope. How do you get a wall or a tree out of a rope? This makes no sense whatsoever. You guys are wrong. You're idiots. And so then you get to the next guy. He goes over and he grabs the trunk. Oh, you've got a question now, Eric?
I just have a comment. You picked some really dumb blind people.
He picked some dumb blind people. So then the next one's grabbing the trunk. The trunk is about 1.8 meters or 6 feet in length, and he's feeling this thing, and it's kind of twisting around and moving, and he's feeling it, and it turns out there's 150,000 muscles actually in a trunk. Who would have known? But he's like, this feels like a snake, a python or something, just a really big one. What are you guys talking about? You're idiots. None of this is making any sense. And then the last one goes up and he grabs the tusk, which is about 1.6 meters or about 5'6" in length. And he's feeling how sturdy and solid this thing is. And he says, this is like a big spear. This makes no sense. Why are you doing this? You guys are all idiots. Come on. They were each looking at things from their own perspectives, right? Not being able to see the whole of what was going on. And that was the moral that my mother was trying to get across, was talking about that. Oh, you advanced ahead. Okay. You're not supposed to be there yet. Back up. So I'm hearing this story about, I think I was probably about 8 years old when I first remembered. I mean, I'm sure my mother told me this plenty of times, but, there's some point where a kid finally it sinks in and you actually remember it. So I think I was probably about 8 years old when we got there. Fast forward a number of years, my senior year of high school, my parents decided to join Youth with a Mission, which was a interdenominational Christian missionary organization. So, grew up just on the outskirts of Salem, Oregon, and all of a sudden we're flying to Hawaii, Kailua Kona, to their international headquarters, and they start going through their Crossroads Discipleship Training School. And my eyes are really kind of opening up. I'd kind of grown up in this Free Methodist church, which was really conservative, and hadn't really seen a lot of other religions, and all of a sudden we're with an interdenominational organization, so we had just about everybody there. And so the perspectives became very fascinating to me to realize, oh, you guys do it this way? Oh, you believe in this? Hadn't seen these things, hadn't experienced it. And so I found it fascinating learning from everybody as we were going. Well, then my parents had the outreach ministry portion of their program, and so we flew off to, I had a brief layover in Japan, and then went to Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, and Taiwan, all during my senior year of high school. So that really opened up my eyes to the world at that point. I'm looking at all these different cultures, all these different people, and realizing we're all the same. We all want to have connections. We all want to have family. We want to have a nice home. We want to be able to eat. Now, the food they eat is a lot different, and boy, some of it's really, really good. Other things seem a little strange, but mostly I really enjoyed the food. The house structures were different, but there was all these similarities, and that's what I kept picking up on, were that people ultimately are really people all across this planet. Fast forward again, I went to Seattle Pacific University and studied sociology and cultural anthropology, and then I minored in cross-cultural missions because I was interested in going back out onto the mission field. And a lot of my interest actually was in church planting. I wanted to think about how do you actually grow an organization? How do you set up new churches in different locations? This was all part of my thinking as I was going through it. But of course, I needed to study a lot of different religions. So I kept studying Islam and Buddhism and Hinduism. And as I kept studying the different things, of course, at that time in my life, I was like, I want to prove them all wrong. I've got the right answer here, Let's figure out what's wrong. But the more I studied, the more I realized they've actually got some really good points. All of these different religions had some really good points. And at some point, I finally realized that, oh crap, I'm like one of the blind men. Okay, now you can put up the next slide. And I realized that the religions of the world were like the blind men, trying to explain the infinite we call God. Now I've got here on the tail, now this is he's more of a Taoist, more of a religious Taoist. Now I know, Jim, you're probably more the philosophical type, right? And probably Nico too. But I needed to think of something, and actually that was the only part of the elephant that actually made sense as far as a religion to me. Because with the Tao, it's all about just going with the movement, the flow, right? Yeah, and the tail just kind of follows behind. So that was the only one part that actually made a whole lot of sense to me. But I've got a Jewish priest there. I've got a Catholic. I don't know, maybe we can dim the lights so people can see this a little better? Is that possible to kill it? It's just a little hard here. Does that help? That look a little better? Okay. And then I got a Muslim holding the trunk. Oh, sorry, I had a Christian priest here, Catholic priest holding the leg. And then I had the Hindu going ahead and holding the tusk at this point. So actually, it would have been a little fun if I could have actually got Gemini, because obviously this is AI generated, to swap positions around. I kept trying to get them to swap, and it just was not working. It was driving me nuts. And I just figured that the Hindus were used to having snakes around, you see them, going with the little pipes and stuff, and that would have been kind of fun. But it is what it is. Here's the different ideas of the different religions all trying to explain the infinite. How do you explain the infinite? Well, got to give it names, right? All right, next slide. So these are some of the different names of God that I found. And I started listing them all, and I'm not going to read every one of them here. It's too long a list. But I did want to point out when I got down to the metaphysics part here that just because Dave's here, I had to put Gus up here. So God, universe, spirit. That's a Dave Finchism, so I had to add Gus on there. Can't remember, okay. Here, I thought you made it up. I was giving you complete credit for it, and you just took it away.
We were there when we heard it too. Yep.
Ah, that's what it was. Does any of the names up here surprise you? How did you know Eric was listed there? The one that surprised me was Ahura Mazda. I'd never heard that name before for a god. But there was one thought that came to mind. Can you forward the next slide? Maybe. Any Trekkies out here? Got a few Trekkies? Okay. So Lieutenant Uhura driving a Mazda, that was the only thing that I could think of. All right, let's go on to the next one. So I wanted to know, I'm kind of pivoting here a little bit. Some of the different names of God causes problems for people. Even if I said church, I know Robin's going to complain. There's a lot of religious terms that we've had growing up in our lives. And a lot of us are triggered by some of these different words. Reverend Kelly talked about this in his sermon back a number of months ago. And I was really looking forward to him being here today, and unfortunately he wasn't able to make it because I actually wanted to kind of continue a little bit with his sermon. And part of it is I want you to scan this if you can. And I want to put up different words that trigger you. So it could be church, sin, God. Pick a word. We're going to do a word cloud and put it up on the screen. Maybe I'll get out of the way so I don't block the screen so you can actually get that QR code. And if you're online, this works too, so please go ahead and do it as well. When I see the cameras go down, then I'll go ahead and see if we can start pulling up that word cloud, Kevin. Let's see, I see a few more people with cell phones. Anybody else want to try? Yeah, go ahead and pull it up. I think we got enough people. There we go. So we got church, Jesus, God, sinner, Christ, sin, Lord, hell, confession, Heavenly Father, the devil. And it keeps switching around. There should be a piece of paper in the chairs, a white piece of paper. And if you don't see one, or maybe we need one in the front row here, I want you to take a pen and write down some of these words. The ones that bug you. It's been obvious to me as I've been spending the last, 7, 8 years here, that there's just a lot of wounds. You know, most of us have come out of different religions and have come here to Unity. Now we're looking for that unifying message, but we still have our wounds. So take a few minutes, just write things down. Does anybody need some paper? How many people remember what Reverend Kelly said he wanted to do with all those words that were triggering people? Eric?
I remember right, how to release them.
True. There was one other word that I'm looking for as part of that release process. Tiff? Was it accept? No? Go ahead. Burn. There's the word I wanted. Burn.
I was going to say that. I thought I was joking.
So for time's sake, I'm going to wait on the burning ceremony aspect, but we will actually have a fire outside afterwards. So that's why you need the paper, because it's a little easier to burn. Now, I hope nobody wrote it on their hand. All right. Let's see. Didn't I have one last slide? Yeah. Yeah, go for the last one. So it dawned on me that actually the truth may be closer to this. We're all the same. We're all part of the larger one. So I've got all these little baby elephants there wearing the same religious clothing as in the previous slide. But that's a topic for another day. Thank you very much. Actually, I've got the meditation to do. I get a chance to sit down. And I told you in the video, how many people actually watched the video that I did? Okay, at least I got a few people that watched it. I said there was going to be a time of water and a cleansing water, and also a time we were going to end with a burning fire, or a fiery end. So here's the water. I took this video over at Sawyer Park, and we're going to go ahead and enter into a meditation at this point. So if you go ahead and put your feet firmly on the ground and relax. Close your eyes. Take a deep, slow breath in and gently release it. Take another deep breath in and release it. Feel your breath become one with the rhythm of the river. The river does not rush, it flows. The water moves over stones, through sunlight and shadow, ever changing in form, yet consistent in essence. As you breathe, allow your awareness to settle, like sand drifting to the bottom of a clear stream. Feel your body resting into this moment. Let your shoulders drop. Let your thoughts loosen. Let your heart open. Now bring your awareness to your feet. Feel the connection between your feet and the earth below. Imagine roots growing down deep, wide, and steady into the fertile soil of divine life. Just as the river flows towards the sea, so your spirit flows towards wholeness. You are grounded in the one life, connected to all that is. This morning we reflected on the story of the blind man and the elephant, each describing the same great being from a different touch point. One felt the trunk and said, God is like a snake. Another touched the tusk and said, God is like a spear. Another held the leg and said, God is like a tree. Another touched the side and said, God is like a wall. Another held the tail and said, God is flexible like a rope. Each felt a truth, yet none grasp the whole. All the religions of the world, including our own, are like those seekers, each touching the infinite from their own unique angle of perception, each one valid, each one partial, each one sacred. In your hand or your mind, or in your mind, you hold that piece of paper with words that carry energy. Words that may have hurt you, confused you, or felt limiting to your soul. Words like sin, Christ, God, hell. These are only words, vessels that carry a perspective. Beyond these words is spirit. Beyond language is love. Beyond sound is silence. As the river flows across the stones, let your inner river of compassion flow across these words. You do not need to fight them or fear them. Simply allow divine understanding to wash through them, softening the edges, clearing the weight. Now, as we come to the end of our meditation, feel free to wiggle your toes, to become more aware. And then repeat after me. Right where I am, my freedom exists. My soul is divine. I have unlimited potential to be whole and complete. Words are just words. I choose their meaning. I choose to no longer be triggered by these words in my hand. Today I choose to release the negative connotations. With love, I claim the words to be just words. I choose to reclaim my peace. I am free. I am free. I am free. And so it is. All right. Soul shine.
Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. I'll take you to the temple tonight. All my days I've been searching to find out what this life is worth. Through the books and the Bibles of time. I have made up my mind. I don't condemn, I don't convert. This is a calling, have you heard? Bring all the lovers to the fold, 'cause no one is gonna lose their soul. Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion. Hey, you can take it or leave it. You don't have to believe it. I don't want to fight.
Good, 'cause I ain't got gloves anyway.
Hey, let's go fly a kite.
What are we, Charlie Brown?
There's nothing that we can cure. And I'll keep you in my arms for sure.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So don't let nobody stop us.
Ain't nobody gonna stop us now.
Free spirits have to soar.
Just like an eagle or a dino.
With you I share the gift. The gift that we now know.
Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion.
Hey, you can take it or leave it, and you don't have to believe it. Well, I'm done searching now. Found out what this life is worth. Not in the books did I find, but by searching my mind. I don't condemn, I don't convert. This is a calling, have you heard?
Have you heard about the calling?
Bring all the lovers to the fold, 'cause no one is gonna lose their soul. Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion. Hey, you can take it or leave it, and you don't have to believe it. Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion. You can take it or leave it. Now do you believe?
Is it on? Not yet. Oh, it's on. Now it's on. No. Project.
There you go. And it works.
Okay, we're going to take this all into prayer. So if you'd like to, you can close your eyes or just become completely still and know that God is here with us, in us right now. We are both the perceiver and the perceived. We are metaphorically the elephant. We are the whole. And we take this knowing that we received today, and we use it to become one. One in God, one in life, one in love. And we know that we are each of us an aspect of God sitting in our chair, right here, right now. And we are so thankful for the love, for the companionship, for the connection that we find here. And we know that with all of the wisdom that we learn, that we bring, that we share, that we will change the world today and throughout our life in wonderful ways. And so it is. Prayer claims. You can scan up here, or you can fill out the card, and those prayer claims will be held in all of the chaplains here. Will get a chance to review them and pray for you, and it'll go to Unity Village, and they will pray over it for 30 days and 30 nights. So please submit your prayer claims. We love to respond to those. And there will be some prayer chaplains up here afterward to do prayers for you. And thank you, Joanne, for keeping me on target.
Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am. I breathe in and know I am, and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
Love it. Now is the time for our offering. You have the opportunity to text it, which works out really well for me. We got several different options up there. Where are the ushers? We kind of come on up here. And let's do a blessing of the offerings. Can we get the next slide up? There we go. Good. Good to see you, Cole. All right. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. All right. Good.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. And I just want to say thank you, thank you. And I just want to say thank you. And I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul, baby. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. Merci beaucoup. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. Muchas gracias. Gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul, baby. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. And I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
All right. So I forgot to mention, of course, for the new people, the blue cards, if you want to get on our mailing list, fill those out, and you were supposed to put them in the offering, so sorry about that. But any of the ushers will be happy to take it, or you can give them to me, and I'll make sure that they're in as well. So we're going to have the after talk. I think we'll probably just say noon. That'll probably be the safest thing, because we still got a little bit more, and I know I'm running a little bit late. So, but I really did want to get to singing the peace song. This is something that we haven't done here. And I might as well throw in a quick blessing for the food afterwards, because there is food, so we hope you stay and eat a little bit here. So may the food nourish our bodies, may our conversations bring us closer together, and may all the desserts have no calories whatsoever. Any amens on that? All right. So on the peace song, the traditional thing is that we actually get around in a circle in the room. So I know this is a little more challenging for us all, but this is the first time we've been singing it here at this one, but let's try and get around and grab hands, and we will sing this, and this will be our parting song.